All right, cool. I think it is time. Sorry, it was a little delayed there, but almost on time. Anyway, Andrew, I see the message. You wish you could watch this stuff all day, huh? I'm going to turn off the battler. I have no idea who died and who lost there. And then we're going to get into some coding. So first, let me just make sure that this screen is sharing, right? Let's get it on here. Whoops. Let's see, it's going to be this one and not that window. We want this one up. Okay. But I can't work. All right, cool. So here we go. We're up and running. This is the window right now. I'll show you what it looks like when we play, and then we'll get into the code. I mostly just want to work on code and maybe answer some questions and stuff here, but I figured we will. Let's turn on the camera there too. We'll do both at the same time. So answer questions and work on code, but not too tutorially. So I don't plan on over explaining every single thing. Anyway, I'm going to get the project up and running. Let's see. Where's my game window? Where are you? It's off behind something. Hidden away. I wonder really where'd it go? Let's see. That is strange. Okay. Yeah, it is bugged out and missing. So we'll just do actually, let's just add a new game window. Add tab, game. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with it. It was just missing. It maybe got messed up in the serialization. I am in the beta version of 2023.3. Gonna have some butterfingers while we code. The little mini ones. All right. Oh, it is starting up. All right, my beautiful menu. I'll kick off just the server. And you should see a bunch of guys walking out. And I don't think right now I have any spellcasters enabled. I think they're just little orcs that walk out and fight each other. And right now I brought them all in close to each other, so there's 8 teams, and they're all really close. So you can see each team here with the different colors. I gotta eat that before it melts in my fingers. And they essentially have, each tower has 2 spawn points next to it, and then they run to the nearest enemy tower and try to take it out, and nobody's gonna kill anything. They should all be exactly equally matched. So, wait. Yeah, that's what happened. What I was working on, I'm just chewing in everybody's ears. Hopefully we're not a bunch of ASMR people starting to watch now. Anyway, what I was going to say is right now they're not dying right away because I just changed the code for their death so that they won't instantly poof and that they'll play an animation. I was going to hook that up, and then I got distracted with a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's do that now. Let's get the death animation hooked up and then make it so they actually disappear real quick. So and then we'll go through the code and stuff kind of along the way. So to get that working, I needed to add in a new trigger here in the animator, and I think I just call it die. Oh, and we need to get a new animation, so we're gonna go over, and I'm just gonna use Mixamo real quick. Let's show that screen, that tab real quick. Not that one. Let's get this one on here. Not that one. Here we're gonna. There we go. All right, so there's the Mixamo window. If you haven't used this, you should probably check it out. When to use triggers versus bools? Well, you usually probably want to start with the trigger and then switch to something else if the trigger is not working, because most of the time, if you're at that point, the trigger is going to be a lot more performant than whatever you custom code. At least not always, but a lot of the time. So I would probably just go with triggers for most stuff. We need to upload the character, so I'm going to grab the character from here. Let's see, and this is just my orc. And I need my orc warrior. Where's his model? You can't see this because it's on my other tab. There we go. We'll drop it in though, and then it'll show up. All right, so this is, if you haven't used this before, it's Mixamo. It's free because it got bought by Adobe a long time ago, and it went from being a paid thing to something free that I don't think it's had many changes, but it works great. So it's good for getting animations on your characters and mapping them out and stuff. So here's a character, and I want him to die. So I'll just search for a die animation. And he holds a sword and shield, so sword and shield death seems good. I'll download it as an FBX for Unity with no skin. Cool. And then we save this off, and I can just drop it into downloads for now, and then I'll just drag it into there from here. When do you download with and without skin? When I'm just downloading animations, I get it without skin. With skin's going to get all the materials and stuff. You don't need all of that for just a copy of the animation. You already have the main character there. You do it with skin, like when you want to grab the first version of the rigged character. All right, let's see. Let's get that animation in here. We'll switch windows. Let's hide that one and take the animation from here and drop it right into that Orc Warrior folder. All right, sword and shield death. Swap the rig over to humanoid and copy. It's going to take that Orc Warrior and apply, and then drag that out. All right, I guess we could just go from any state to death when that transition is set, or when that trigger is set. The die trigger. Bam. All right, so that should make him die. Opposite of every Adobe product. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's weird that Mixamo is, I feel like Mixamo is one they just like bought and then forgot it was there and just left up, and it's probably just like up and running and people don't realize it. Maybe not, but it hasn't seemed to change in the last, I don't know, 5 to 10 years, or ever since Adobe bought it basically, and then didn't do anything with it. All right, let's go to code. I want to double check that trigger is actually named die. Let's see, where's Rider? Oh, that's in my skill spawn points. Yeah. Die is the one. Okay, and then when they're dead, I need them to not be considered as characters. So I'll just remove them from the all characters list, I think. Okay, so that makes the most sense. Instead of waiting till they destroy, then they won't get caught in any of the searches. All right, let's go try that out. I should animate, die, and not do the fighting after they're dead. Oh, you know what? Not true. Let's go into the brain real quick. The state should just be dead. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to change this. I'm just thinking it through for a second. So I'm going to add a new state. I want to do that. I think so. Maybe not. No, I don't. Just thinking. This is I was about to add a dead state, but that only applies for NPCs. It doesn't apply for characters. It doesn't make sense to put it onto the NPCs state specific stuff. So my initial thought of doing the checks inside the state machine instead, I think make more sense. So instead, what we're going to do is inside the state machine at the beginning, we're going to say if the character is dead, we'll return. Is dead doesn't exist, so just go back over to the character. I'll rename this died to is dead, and then go make it public. And then I'm going to rearrange this code because here we'll make it public with a getter and a private setter. Let's do a code cleanup because this thing's gotten a lot of bit messy. So code, and you do reformat and cleanup. This is one I like to use. And then, oh, you can't see the pop-up here, but there's an option for the files you want to use. I'm just gonna check the current file. There we go. And it'll just rearrange everything, reorganize them, put all the serialized fields up here and the properties up there and everything else. So there's the character. And the character now has to check for death. What else should check it for dead? Probably the vision. If we're dead, should we see things? Probably not. Let's bail out if we're not. So if character, and then I feel like hate management I might still want to keep on. No, in fact, maybe even vision. I'm gonna leave vision running because I can imagine scenarios where things get revived, and I don't know for sure. So I'm not gonna make that decision. All right, let's go into Unity real quick. I'm gonna think that one through. Oh, 1 second. Wife's calling. The code editor is Writer. Hey, what's up, babe? I'm just live streaming. I don't know, but I can mute it. All right, let's see. Let's go try this out. All right, they're spawning. And walking, and then they should attack and then actually play their death animation and die. That looks like it worked. So they died and they stopped attacking and stuff. Oh, there's a... oh, okay. This is in the nameplate stuff on the server. I was just disabling that. I'm not worried about that. Oh, yeah, let's see what it is. Oh. A missing question mark here. This is a very unoptimized bit of code you can see. Right there. And right there. One of those is no. All right. Oh, the bull asked if it was something I was working on before the stream. Yes. There was something I started playing with last night. I was working on some coursework stuff and then decided to add a Moba mode. And I thought, why not add a Moba mode and kind of go through all of the contingencies and the things that might pop up there. That way, when it makes just the coursework stuff better. And I thought it would be a fun thing, and maybe I'll make it into an actual game because it's kind of fun. Or at least the concept seems fun so far, but I don't know for sure. We'll see, I guess, what it turns into. MOBA's a multiplayer online battle arena, like a League of Legends, those kind of games, or Dota, the ones where you have little guys fighting and then go take over the towers. These are all just towers. You can see I've got them really close to each other right now, but they've got towers, and then these are the spawn points. They spawn and they walk towards the nearest tower, and right now I've got it set up with 8 towers. And then you can, like, I haven't shown it yet, but if I get my multiplayer play mode window running, I mean, it actually works with multiplayer. You can create a character, log in, run around and fight them all, and switch teams and stuff too. You just don't have a final objective of taking it out or a good map design, but the core of it all works. And the way that everything works, it's kind of hard. Let's turn gizmos off for a second. Is that everything in here, including the towers, they're just characters. They all work kind of the same as NPCs and players, so they all have the same exact systems, except NPCs obviously get a little bit of extra stuff for figuring out their logic. So you go to like got a lot of orc pawns spawned. Let's go find a tower. And it's basically built the exact same. It's using the character prefab. It spawns a character prefab. Oh, something's missing in here. What are those characters in range? So there's something wrong in the vision script. I have to check that out. Yeah, but it's a character, and then it adds a state machine, an AI state machine, and binds a brain to it, and that's how it works. Let's see if multiplayer play mode is working, or are we out of sync? Nope, we got the error. It's going to be, if I look here, there's a network config mismatch. Yep. Network config mismatch. So let's stop playing real quick. I'm going to restart Unity, and we'll just load it. I'll show you what that looks like real quick. Let's see, where's my window? Yeah, I didn't make the whole thing in one day. I mean, I just made the AI system in the day. The part where they're doing all the tower fighting and all that. The abilities and combat and stuff were already done as part of the course. So the stuff where they're running around and fighting and all that was already done. It was just hooking up a new AI system so that they would actually run around and fight each other, and have something to do other than wait for players. All right, let's get multiplayer play mode running again. But yeah, it wasn't the whole thing in a day. That would be impressive though. It'd be cool. I would not complain. All right, what? My window's not showing up. Let's see. There's Chrome. Come on, capture. There we go. All right, so one window, we'll open up a second window. Yeah, no, not that slow. That quick. Oh, hold on 1 second. Another call. Hey, what's up, man? Just live streaming. Yeah, doing a little Moba dev stuff live. I'm waiting for the window to load up though. Yeah. No, but you showed me the picture. Yes. Yeah. I mean, you didn't tell me. You sent me messages and showed me. Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, yeah, let me call you back in just a bit when I finish up the stream. All right, man. All right. Let's see. So we've got the window up. And if I find my Streamlabs window, bam, there we go. Here's the, come on, client window. Okay, let's stop. I'm going to make the main window here the client, and I'll run the server as another one. Tag enemy bug. What is that? I have no idea where that tag came from or what that's looking at. Do you have any idea how I can get the physics body name from the hit result? You just use the collider. The collider is going to have the game object reference. So here we go. We're going as player 1. There we go. And then on the multiplayer, where's my multiplayer play mode window? It's not in server mode. Oh, come on. Here, let's open up the startup scene. It's a little bit buggy with 2023.3. I didn't see the same issues in 2023.2. Let's see, any other questions in here? I don't see anything. Okay. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Try to answer them. Server and player. What the heck is going on here? I've got a very strange error I've never seen before, that it's unable to parse the tag manager asset file. Let's go see what's going on there. Something wrong with it. It's in the multiplayer play mode window, so it's popping up with an error. And that's going to be in our settings. No, it should be in project settings. I'm one folder too. There we go. One folder off. All right, so that's going to be the tag manager asset. Let's just pop this up in Rider. There we go. And then we'll show Rider. And not that window. There we go. Okay. So it said the error was on 44. That is not what it says here. It does not say that at all. So this is definitely out of sync somehow. Let's just delete it real quick and see what happens if it updates the multiplayer play mode window. It's a new one for me. Oh, and it's actually showing it in the main window now too. Okay, let's try play. All right, so we'll server there. Okay, finally. Player and log in as a cleric. Hide that and the UI out of the way. So there's the enemies. You can see them all on the other teams. If I hit T, it just switches my team, so I can switch between... I can only switch between team 1 and 2. Whoops, I didn't add the ability to join other teams. And then, I have a tower for my model. Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't realize that. I don't know what I did there where I made myself spawn as a tower. That is great. Did I change the default model for clerics? Let's go look. Character class, cleric. No, it's not wrong. What did I do wrong then? How did I end up with a tower? All right. I just went out the exit. Let's see. Let's try a ranger real quick. Okay, that's a normal character. So yeah, it is. No, that's a tower too. Okay. So all of my characters or my players are coming in as towers. Let's go look at the code there. All right, set model on servers, calling in here. And it is setting it called from, this is what I need to find. Oh. I never called it. So the way that it works right now is when your characters set their model or change their model, it sets it on the server, synchronizes a network variable, and then all of the clients will update to that. But I only do that for NPCs. I've been refactoring code and changing things around, and apparently I only hooked it up for NPCs and for abilities. So you can do it with like an ability that changes your model. But I didn't do it for characters. So let's find our spawn character, or it's character from cloud data. There we go. So we're gonna find the spot where we spawn them, and thinking right here, we'll do it, and we're gonna base it off of the data dot class dot what happened there? What am I? No. Do it off of the character dot class dot model prefab. There we go. This is just a scriptable object that gets set based off of the saved data. But right now, just save the data off as a string because it's a lot easier to see, deal with on the servers and stuff. You want to go read the data. It's better if it's just the name, or not always better, but it's easier unless you get to a point where scale matters and you got to switch that down. Okay, so that will fix the issue, and the character should come in now with the see the white box. Let me check it, and I will tell you it's probably something that's just been sitting there that I've turned blind to, is my guess. Oh, it might just be their spawn points. And because what happens is every time I end up creating something, I make it with a server and player. Make it with cubes first, and then I'll put in a model and spawn it. And I probably just left the model. Oh, well, and then there's this one right here. That's a UI element that I need to fix. And there's a lot of text on there. Okay, cool. My character showed up with the correct model, although he's not animating. That's not a big deal. That's easy to fix. Let's see. Try out some abilities. Oops. Those keys are way too big. Oh, what am I on? A ranger? Yeah. Let's get out of here. Rangers suck. Let's try. Oh, man. I don't have a mage. Let's make a mage. What? Did I break my delete character? Maybe I did. We'll make a Magi 3. There we go. And yeah, apparently I broke something else too. What did I break? So the mage is logged in, but not on the client. Interesting. So the server has them, but the client does not. It's like he didn't finish the login though. So let's see what's going on. This compare tag issue is stupid. Okay, so something in abilities, start line 31. Trying to access the cooldowns on the server. And then that is initialized. That doesn't make sense. That can't be what it was. Enemy bug. I'm just going to restart it and try, see if I can reproduce it without all of these. Where is this tag from? Oh, it's on the tower trigger. What the hell? Oh, this is, here, show you the error, the main error that's been driving me nuts here. This is from the art for the tower asset. There we go. Let's just comment that out. I didn't realize it had a script sitting on the prefab that I pulled in as my placeholder tower. I think it had a couple other ones that I'd gotten rid of, and that one was just still sitting there. Let's see. Error should be gone. Server player. And let's try making a mage again. Okay, I definitely broke something with my character creation. I bet I can log in a different character. Yep, okay. So let's just jump off in a second. So real quick, I think what I'll do just for fun is give the ranger some better abilities like the delayed bomb, the toggle forms. Ooh, toggle forms could actually be fun now. And the buff. Let's go try those. All right, let's see if we can get this going. Okay, server and client. Bam. All right, ranger logs in. All right, we move that stupid UI element out of the way. And now, okay, something is not right. Okay, I can buff myself. That works. I can buff any one of these guys. The buff icons are slightly huge. Let's buff the tower. Bam! Or buff one of these guys. So it gives them, what is that, a health and a mana buff. But my other things are not. Let's see, I'll buff myself. My other ability is not working. So it should have a delayed bomb effect going off. Why is that not firing? Does it have a mana requirement or something that I'm not meeting? Let's see. Let's clear this error. I thought I cleared that error out. Okay. So, oh, there we go. Oh. Apparently, somehow with the bomb, I've made it only work with a character targeted. Oh, and I shortened. Oh. Okay, so the bomb right now requires a target. That's not good. And it has a really short range. I guess the range is probably okay. But the target requirement, that's a bug. So let's go see delayed bomb. That's this right here. It's just an ability. So the way the abilities work, they're just kind of composable, create a bunch of effects, and then you can give them delays. Relatively simple and straightforward. You can give them ability, effects. The effects can each do their own thing, like damage ones, use some different stats for calculating the damage. Particles can show stuff. And right now they just show things at a height offset, but you could always do them at like child points or whatever. Or add in an extra layer of visual effects or something. But where's my, let's see, delayed bomb has a max range of 8, a power level of 1, target type of, I bet that's what it is. I bet it's because I added the target type stuff for AI, so they kind of have an easier way to guess what type of ability, or so you could really define it. I bet that in the checks there, I did a check on my ability. No, I didn't. Okay. I did the right thing. Good. Okay. So that wasn't it. Let's see. I was thinking that maybe I did a check with the target type in there, but looking through the code, which you can't see, there you go. Now you can see it. There are only these 3 references to it, and they're all in the target finder, which is fine, which is just responsible for finding targets. And with target ability combos. So it finds a set of whatever abilities we got in the targets and then tries to figure out what the best options are. With just a couple simple rules. Anyway, where's try usability? Calls try usability RPC, which says that they're using the ability. It calls in here again, checks to see if it's ready. So maybe the cooldown's not. Let's see. Here's the easy way to debug it. So we'll stop playing. We'll go in and load up level 1. And we'll turn off all those silly NPCs. I didn't change anything in the startup scene. So go find my spawn points. These point lists don't do anything. Spawn points, bam. Turn that off and we play. Oh, I need to save first. It might have saved for me, but let's just hit it again. Yeah, let's show the screen again. All right. Is the only reason to use Unity events over C# events if you need something exposed in the inspector? Pretty much, yeah. That's the primary reason. It's if you want to be able to control it in the inspector versus in code. If you want to do it in code, C# events better. If you want to do it in the inspector, Unity events are obviously the way to go. Well, I don't know, obviously, but they're the only, regular events don't work like that. So they're kind of the only option. All right, so here we are. We're in. There's the character. He's running around and he tries to use an ability and it says null reference exception on the in range check of line 99. So let's go. I'll show you the code and we'll go see what it says. Don't open and show. Don't open. All right, 99. So, in range. Got it. So the problem here is that my ability targets allow for either a location or a character, and I'm always checking for a character, even if I don't have one. So we just need to say var target location equals, and let's see, no, come on. We want ability target dot character. Come on, there you go. Not equal null. There, that's what we want. So target location, and we'll use that right here instead. So it's just checking to see where you can either, because the way that it works right now is you can, with an ability, target a single character or a world point. So just a position, and then the ones that target a position, the effects right now are responsible for figuring out what gets hit and by how much. You could always change that so that you did the targeting checks and then passed it through for each effect there, but it's a little bit, I don't know. It's kind of a trade-off either way. It just depends on the way that you want to have the abilities end up looking, and how differentiated those effects are with their targets. And I think a lot of the time there's good argument to justify just having it always hit the same targets. But sometimes there's just those weird scenarios where you want an effect to, one effect hits somebody and the other effect hits somebody else. Like say you want a simple like a drain life effect or something like that. Well, that's probably there are better ways to go about that too. Let's get in here, log in the Ranger. There we go. And there, now I can bomb things. That's what I was looking for. So that's fixed. There's the bomb. That's the bomb particle is one of the free Hovel Studio ones. It's from their pack. All right. And then I should probably fix. Okay, so this one does allow damaging myself. I always say it's probably fix the animations on the character too. So the character right now, actually finishing up the animation lesson of the multiplayer course right now too. So this should be somewhat fresh, you would think. So it's in our character animator, which is just a kind of a stripped down version of the network animator if you've used it. But the network animator is slightly too opinionated for the way that you have to set things up and have your characters created, and doesn't allow for easy swapping of models and animators because it's got stuff in Awake that grabs the animator and stuff. So it's just kind of our own custom version that's a little bit smaller, but I don't remember why they're not moving. Oh, I think I do know why they're not moving. It's because the walking data, when I moved it over to here, only access it from the AI system, and instead it should really be accessed. Really shouldn't be accessed here. It should be done in the characters navigation control. So let's add it there and then probably remove it from here. So in the character, all right, let's do set destination on server. Yeah, on nav mesh. That's it. This is actually, I thought it was going to say on server, but so this method gets called, and in that case, we probably want to just set the walking to true. Let me think. So when we set a destination, we'll set it to walking. I mean, there's options. You could just have something else to walk that's checking that animator and updating it. Because when we get to the destination, we still have to stop the animator. Let's see. I'm just checking to see if maybe they'd added some new events to Nav Mesh Agent for like on reached destination. That would be nice. Okay, you know what I think I'll do is just put this into. I don't have an update here, do I? Yeah. So I'll add a temporary update. And it's just going to set the animator to whether or not we're moving. Bam. Or the walking state. And then I'm going to remove all the other instances of that. So we'll just comment those out. And I expect my NPCs and the players should move now. That'd be much better. It's cleaner too. This is just kind of a temporary thing in here. Needed some stuff for the enters and exits and thought, hey, why not toss in the animations there until I've got something else? Although I think the something else is much simpler. All right, let's see. Oh, I lost my YouTube window. How do you handle audio? Do you have a source on each unit and have a manager? Or audio? Oh, I do this. I just hit this button right here, and then it all goes away. I don't have to think about it. No, but for real stuff, it depends on the number of things, and a lot of the time, like with these, I would probably just leave an audio source on each guy. Each character just have an audio source and have them play their own audio from where they are and not overcomplicate it too much. There's not that many things going on, and probably not all of them will even play audio realistically. When I think about it, it's mainly like the main characters that would play audio in this scenario. But there have been scenarios though where I've set up a manager to play audio clips, and you just send it the audio clip and the position. But there have been very, very, very few scenarios that I've run into where it actually mattered and was anything more than just extra complication in the project. Like the audio sources, for the most part, and a lot of things would just kind of work. Game 2, go to game dev snack. What's going on, little puppy? Mine is Doritos. First time here, where to begin? Start making a simple game. Go build if you haven't built some, build a Flappy Birds or an Angry Birds clone or something like that. Oh, okay, we got an angry dog. Yes. Oh, that was gross. Thank you. All right, so let's see. Where are my spawn points? I'm going to turn those back on. Bam. And then here's let's turn gizmos on so we can see the towers and the spawn points. This is the little cheat script that I added to be able to adjust the scale of my world so I can bring them all in really close or scale it out. And I'm thinking like a scale that's probably more like 100. So somewhere like this, like a full end game, you'd go like you spawn over here by your tower. You got guys going over here, guys going over there that are fighting, and then over in the middle be some enemies like kind of like just random, MOBA creeps that you could go fight, ghosts, dragons, whatever random shit. Go get loot from them and then take that loot back and then go give the loot to the either the characters or the tower, I don't know, to power them up. And that works already. Like you can, if here, let's you can give them items and stuff, and they don't show them visually just because I don't have a character model that has a lot of good visual items. The ones that I have are just ones that I made free on the asset store. But if I end up picking a set of characters like that, it's pretty easy. So the items just show up. I say pretty easy. It's really easy. Let's get a graphic there. There we go. He's animating, looking good. I'll run way out here. Oh man, I gotta fix the team switch. Team switch right now just goes between teams 1 and 2. But yeah, just imagine he's running around the world, and I don't have camera scrolling right now. This is actually the server. Oh, thank you for calling that out. There's the window. Bam. Okay, where did my towers go? Okay, it's okay. You didn't miss anything because nothing spawned. Apparently, I broke something. Some tried to write a network variable that wasn't allowed to. So character. Oh, whoops. So on the character line here, let's switch back so I break everything again. I ran this update here, and this should only happen on the server. All right, actually, yeah, it should only happen for the owner, which is always the server. I think that's what I want, right? Okay, let's switch it back. Okay, here we go. Okay, no, I forget how to do stuff all the time. It's constant. I was just like, oh yeah, how do I do that again? How to do that? There's too many things to remember everything. Just remember that things can be done. Okay, so there we go. Spawned, and our character's spawning. That's strange. What happened? Player one approved. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm going to start the main window as the server. I don't know what happened there. All right, server. And hop in as player one. Yeah, too many syntaxes hit. Totally agree. Okay, so here we go. Oh, okay, we got some errors. What? Enemy bug is not defined. What the hell is... How is there a tower trigger script on here? That doesn't make sense. Oh, you know what? It must not be on. I thought I definitely commented this out. This is that code that I commented out earlier. This is the one thing that happens going wrong with multiplayer play mode. Let's go comment that out again. I've had it multiple times where like I make changes to stuff, and then it just gets overwritten by something. Somehow it's synchronized. I mean, it's probably me doing it while I'm playing, but still, it's really annoying. Because those bugs are confusing when you go fix something and then you play it and then go back and your changes were just undone. It's not the kind of thing that you normally just think to go look at. All right, so let's hop in as a server. And should get some characters spawning. Oh. Okay, it's the change that I did. So, no, that's not the change that I did. 21 is not... Let me see. Let's look at this again. Line 21 is setting, just for everybody to see, the team value. Oh, yeah, that can't be set before that. Same with, well, yeah, the class too. Because it needs to be spawned before those values can get set. How is that working before? So these two should actually be down here below the spawn. And that's because what's happening is they're setting network variables. This team one is a network variable. Set class sets a class index. It's a network variable. And those aren't supposed to be set until after the object is initialized. But I don't understand why it was working before. But I guess it's only giving a warning right now. Yeah, that's confusing. Not completely clear to me. Let's hit play again, hop in. I really hate these buttons. I have pretty versions of the buttons, but they're not in here. All right, let's see. We got some NPCs spawning. It's weird. They're just spawning and then there we go. Yeah. Then it stopped working. That was so strange. All right, let's go in as player one. And you guys cannot see player one, but he's right there. See, there he is. That's my player, Ranny the Ranger. What happened to my follow? I don't know why it won't follow him. Okay. Is he animating though? Nope. What did I do? So there's a lot of noise going on. Okay, so he is animating right there. He's playing an idle, but he's not playing a walk. Okay, and then the other guys, they are playing their idles and walks. Walking, walking, walking. I wonder if my code got reverted. Yep, and then stopping and attacking. Okay, let's go back and take a look at the code. See if that got reverted. Now that's here. Is there another reference to it somewhere? Oh yes, there's still the idle state, but these aren't. I bet these are what's making it work right now. It's a problem. These all did get reverted. Okay. Build that. We'll go back over to the character. And then here, this should be if is server. This is all server authoritative. And none of that would make sense on anything but the server. Cool. Okay, that looks good. I got some errors from an Infinity PBR pack. Andrew. It's just an editor on the error. I think I probably need to update the support files. Grab the latest version. It occasionally shows up in my code compiler though. I cannot talk. All right, so there's server client. We log in. Character runs around. He is animating. He's animating on the client and the server now. Perfect. All right, and then if I run down here, okay, let's switch. Do server on the other one. Whew. Oh man, my back. It's killing me. Since it got crashed into. All right, let's see. There we go. So here's the character. He can now run around and should be able to drop bombs. And almost, if I shoot him close enough, I think I can walk into him. Can't I? The AoE range is tiny on that. How small is that? Let's go adjust that. So abilities, delayed bomb. AoE, no, 5 is not that small. Like that's about the size of that circle. That doesn't feel like it's getting things 5 meters away. What's the cast range on here? So 8. Let's set this to 8. 8 and 8. I was at the minimum to 4, so it's always the same. Okay, it's not damaging him. It's only it's not doing AoE damage. Okay, let's fix that. AoE range. I must have broken something with AoE range. That's the problem with refactors. Oh. I put them on a layer mask. Oh no, that's on include everything. Well, let's do some debugging. So gotta switch client and server. Yeah. Yeah, I got rear-ended in November. End of November. Back and neck and head still hurt like hell. Oh, okay, let's see. Almost there. So get the server going here, client on the other one, and fix this AoE thing real quick. As soon as it starts up, we'll switch back over to code. A wild dog on my lap. All right, I don't know if it's gonna start. What's going on here? Okay, continue anyways. Play. Come on. There we go. Server. Player. All right, and then we're doing AoE. Got a total of 6 hits. I assume. Oh, that's why I'm an idiot. Okay. So what happens when you add too many options to your stuff? So if we stop and look on my delayed bomb, I have the option to exclude myself on AoEs. And that was just turned on. Oh. All right. Oh, let's see. That. Oh, I added a 1 here. Save. Play. I just added an extra character in code. All right, I think this should fix it now. I mean, I know that'll fix it. I hate when I do that. Too many options and then forget that there's an option and then get caught up by the option. Anyway, oh, what's that doing on? There's the little, whatchamacallit thingy. Oh, there. Oh, the race, that doesn't work. The giveaway stuff. Not on this one yet. It was earlier. All right, let's play. Cool. Anybody got any other questions before we go, by the way? I'm going to do one more quick test and then get heading out and then maybe finish up some more of this a little bit later on. So server, player. And bomb. Boom. There we go. There, now it's hitting me. Oh, that's too much range. So let's change that range down to maybe like a 4. I think 4 is closer to what I was seeing. Like on that circle. Ooh. No, that's still too much. 2. Oh, you know what? That's radius, and I was thinking diameter. So even 2? That doesn't make sense. Let's set this down to 0.1. Yeah, that's a bug. Okay, something else is going on there. What did I miss? Let's take a quick look again. All right, so we check them all. We look inside the AoE range. AoE range gets set by the effect. Just triple checking it wasn't something else. The origin is either the target character or the target location. That looks right. And then it should loop through the characters. That does not make a lot of sense. There's no way that I'm in that range. I'll have to I'll debug that later. She's like on top of me, ready to go. So I'm gonna take her out and go do some stuff. But I might be back later. Maybe do a little bit more streaming. Anyway, if you're still around, hit the thumbs up button and all that stuff. If you want to see some streams of specific stuff or have questions about the code here or other things, just drop a comment down below. And do you still have any interest in playing around with VR and Unity? Yes, definitely. It's just I have my headsets all tucked away right now. I haven't used them in a while, and I haven't had anything that super excited me to get into it. I would have to have something that like kind of inspired me. I guess that's been the thing that I've been missing, is an inspiration project to do something in VR. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go get this dog dealt with and stuff. Grab some things inside, and then I will see everybody later. Bye.